All right, so normally I would be doing a completely unbiased review of a fragrance for you. Today, I don't know if I have that ability because of the insane amount and seriousness of compliments that I've gotten from this fragrance, okay? That's the big purpose of this channel, really, is to deliver honest, insightful, and unbiased reviews, interviews, and so much more. But today we're going to be talking about a compliment beast that is unique, refreshing, and needed in the perfume space or in the men's fragrance space, whatever you want to call it, which is Copper Still Fragrances Watermelon Shine. Let's get into it. All right, welcome to Just Breathe Fragrances. On this show, we've experienced thousands of fragrances across every category to bring you honest, insightful, and unbiased reviews, interviews, and so much more so you can smell your absolute best in every moment that matters. Okay, so I'm really excited to do this review and talk about this fragrance because out of over 3,000 sample bottles that I've purchased here and thousands more that I've smelled, and over 200 full bottles, this is my wife's all-time favorite. And for me, I blind bought it on a whim, which I rarely do with fragrances that are over $100, and I think this one comes in at about 120. It's an extrait de parfum. It's just, man, it's so good. And I'm gonna tell you why. And if you look, I've got enough for maybe today, and that's about it. So I'm gonna be, oh my God, I'm gonna be purchasing another bottle today. Okay, so you just have to understand this stuff is just, it's everything, everything. Golly. Anyway, so I'm gonna get into it. So this is a fragrance that would be defined as aquatic, fruity, slightly boozy, white florals are in there. And so Copper Still Fragrances is based out of the Appalachian Mountains. Their owner, Joshua Alsip, wanted to build a brand that was inspired by the Appalachians. So this is a fragrance that has watermelon, of course, but it also has East Tennessee whiskey, moonshine. It's got honeysuckle, kudzu vine, magnolia. So it's got some really interesting notes. It's got the note of sassafras, which is a type of tree. So it's a very unique woody smell. And if you weren't from that area, if you weren't from Kentucky, Tennessee, somewhere in the Appalachians, you probably wouldn't even be able to pick these notes out. But you can smell the honeysuckle. You can smell some magnolia. You can smell a boozy element. And I remember whenever I was young, chopping down a sassafras tree to make homemade tea, right? And you smell that sassafras, and so if you Google it, that's a real word, sassafras. So that's a type of tree. And I believe it's what they use to make root beer, actually. So this is a very unique fragrance. So as I mentioned, it's an extrait de parfum. It's pretty dense. So this is great for warm weather. It's in the mid 70s here today in Kentucky. And so it's great for warm weather, but it's also really good for cool weather because of its density. And yeah, you see me spraying a whole bunch of this and everything like this. My wife is going to be excited that I'm wearing this today. Literally, I promise you, there will be comments that aren't appropriate for YouTube. Okay, so she loves this. And every time I wear this outside of the house, I am a member of the team Oversprayer, right? So I spray all sorts of fragrance. I get compliments on this every time I wear it outside the house. Let me break down to you exactly what you're going to get with this fragrance in terms of, I guess I don't need a tester strip, in terms of what the smell is. So what you're going to notice is a different type of boozy watermelon, almost like the watermelon, like you cut open a watermelon, put a hole in it, right, and filled it full of moonshine and let it sit in there. So it's this boozy watermelon, and it's got kind of a green tinge to it, okay? So that's gonna be the sassafras and the kudzu vine, okay? There is a sort of a woodsiness once it dries down a little bit. You do get a little bit of a sweetness, but it's not a sweet fragrance, okay? It's heavy, it's got some density to it. I wouldn't say this is a sweet fragrance at all, but it's also not bitter. It's got a little bit of sweetness coming through from the honeysuckle and probably from the watermelon, maybe even the magnolia, but oh man, it's just so good. It's heavy but refreshing. It's boozy, but it's green. And so it's very well done, very smooth. This is blended perfectly. I really can't say enough. I believe Josh, the owner of Copper Still, just came out with a discovery set as well. So check on Copper Still's website. If you haven't smelled this yet, you need to. You need to get your nose on this. He's got some other really good ones too. This is by far my favorite. I would say this is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. That's as far as I would go to say. And you know, some of my other 10 out of 10s, man, for those of you guys that follow the channel, you'll know Mikalev's Gin Tonic is one of my favorites. I can't even say this is a 10 out of 10. It's probably a 9.5 out of 10. I absolutely adore it. And that's one of my favorite fragrances. There's not a lot that I give 10 out of 10s. I would call this a 10 out of 10. What occasions might you wear this for? I would say any occasion, really. If you're wearing, you know, a nice custom suit, three-piece suit or whatever the case may be, French cuffs and all that sort of thing to a formal event, maybe not, okay? Outside of that, I'd wear this any day and every day. It's pretty incredible. So, what's it not appropriate for? I would probably just go as far as to say that I keep smelling it. I probably wouldn't wear it to a formal event, but that's about it. Any other time, whether it's warm or cool, I'd wear this. It's a warm weather fragrance probably, but you can get away with it all year round, okay? All right, so that just about does it for Copper Still's Watermelon Shine. This is a fragrance that I can try to describe it best I can. You could even get the description from the owner, the perfumer himself, and it really won't do it justice. This is something that you've got to try. You absolutely have to get your nose on because it's so unique. There's some watermelon fragrances like Millésime Impérial by Creed that, you know, they smell really good. They're unique. You know, that's more of a salty watermelon sort of fragrance. This is just so unique in the sense that it's this boozy watermelon with beautiful white florals and some unique woods that you probably haven't smelled before, and this green tinge, which makes it perfect for warm weather, suitable for almost any occasion. I probably wouldn't go formal with this, like I said, but you could. You know, I probably have if I think about it. So definitely get your nose on this. And folks, remember, a great scent doesn't just smell good, it says something. So choose what smells right for you and just breathe. Thank you.